Here is a young man who has his own radio show.
It's the Blade Radio Show.
From North Carolina. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Bob the Blade.
It's the Blade Radio Show. Here's Blade. Blade?
Just always thought Trey Anastasio was one of the greatest guitarists of all time, and unheralded, I guess, is a good word you could use for Trey Anastasio. He's a terrific guitarist, just one of the best. You know, and I just laugh because I just remember on the 420 Smoke Break on 96 Rock, and I had an afternoon show with the program director, no less. And that's the beautiful thing about this, there's no program director in this joint. You know, you can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, obviously. And he was the program director, and the 420 Smoke Break would be coming up, and I said, I want to play some Fish. I'm going to play Tweezer. You know, it's a 27-minute version they did at the Verizon Center in Atlanta in 2007, and he just looked at me. Really? Yeah, you know, you're not going to play the whole thing, are you? You know, and I couldn't. You can't do 27-minute version of Fish on commercial FM radio. And that's the beautiful thing about this model. Here's the model: is that I pay to rent this beautiful studio that I'm in right now, out overlooking the beautiful town of Phoenix, Arizona. I pay to rent the studio and the equipment and the internet and the bandwidth and the archiving and all that kind of. I pay for that, and I've always said. Okay, well, I said it once, but you might as well have said it a million times. I would pay to do a radio show without a program director or a music log, you know, or a computer telling me what to play, and meetings afterwards. Well, you said this and you shouldn't have, and you played this and you shouldn't have, you're on probation. That is worth all the money in the world to do. That's part of the fundraising campaign, to make the show longer. You know, this model of this radio show is a lot like stylists, hairstylists. You know, they rent a booth, you know, and they pay a certain amount of money to rent a booth in a hairstyling salon, and they take home whatever money they make off of their clients. You know, it's like strippers. You know, it's the same thing. I mean, they pay the gentleman's club to go in and to work, basically, and whatever money they take home is theirs. And that's how that works, you know. And I love strip clubs, and I don't go to strip clubs anymore because I don't get paid to do that anymore. That's one thing Music Star doesn't do, is pay you to go to strip clubs. That was a good thing about commercial radio, is they paid you to go to strip clubs to hang out with the dancers, you know. And there was this game I used to play, and it was called Match Wits with the Dancers, and you'd go. And you'd bring a dancer on stage, and she'd be topless. And you'd ask her a question, and if she got the question right, you'd give her a prize, like a teddy bear or something like that. And you'd ask her a sports question, you know. In football, is a football commonly referred to as, you know, A, a you'd ask, you know. B, a pigskin, you know, and C, a foreskin, you know.
Black bandana, sweet Louisiana, robbing on a bank in a state of